Hello, it's cosmic download time. How have you been? So, this reading is going to take you from Monday the 22nd all the way through to Sunday the 28th of June. So, Sunday just gone, we saw in the summer solstice such a beautiful, special, astronomical day. I hope for those of you who honored this day, had the opportunity to make space and a little bit of time to just put into place a ritual or a practice or even just a moment of gratitude as well, for the sun, for the daylight, and all of the abundance that it then helps to provide for us. One of my most favorite days in the year, always has been, even when I was a little kid and I never really understood what it was. Um, that intuitive knowing that it was something sacred and special to me. Yeah. So I hope it was for you. Setting the intention for guidance this week for everybody who feels called to tune in. What a hot, hot week it is. Thank you, Sun. Thank you, Surya. Wowzers. I shall keep going. Guidance for the week, please. Gratitude. Kindness. There we go. I'm going to take that. Yes, it's one card. Unmarked Trail Revelation. Beautiful. And what I remember actually as well, for those of you who are interested, on my main podcast on higher self-mastery, I did actually create a beautiful summer solstice meditation, an opportunity to just pause and see how far we've come and just to make sure we're on track and on path for what it is we want to create. And that's just reminded me the trail. So I wonder what it says in here. So that's available for you to have a listen to if you haven't already. Okay. I'll put my glasses on. Let's see what it says. Unmarked Trail. An unprecedented experience, discovery, and revelation. You are now called to embark on a sacred journey. The Arthurian knights, in their quest for the Holy Grail, had to make sure to take an unmarked trail that no one had ever followed, or they would not accomplish their goal. Likewise, you must enter the darkest forest of your soul via a route as yet unidentified to find what you seek. The manicured paths will bring you only temporary pleasure and later great pain. Stop it. You already know there is no reward at the end of the road you are following. You are only killing time. Pause, breathe, and commit in your heart to a sacred endeavor. Vow to not look for old solutions that may have worked with past challenges. Get out of character, try the outrageous, and keep your quest private. Now is not the time to speak of the voice that called you to embark on the unmarked trail. That time will come. The unmarked trail can be a sign that you have already made a choice, even if you do not want to acknowledge it. Be at peace with what your heart knows to be true. Your heart has already been made up, and your mind will follow. Pack lightly, taking with you only essential beliefs that you know to be trustworthy under all circumstances. The universe has your back. I really do feel this is so perfectly aligned for the energy of the summer solstice. And remember, just because the summer solstice was on Sunday, the 21st, the energy still lingers. So trust you received this message when you received this message, even if for whatever reason you happen to open it a few weeks later, trust that this message is for you, right? Don't worry about the dates. If this resonates for you and need and the call to pause and just check in, I really, really do urge you to go and listen to that Summer Solstice meditation on the main podcast. It is exactly what that does. I've recorded many meditations in the past, but this one's one of my favorites. I'm really proud of the journey it can take you on. Now, it says maybe here you've already made those decisions, but you are perhaps avoiding it or don't want to acknowledge it. Just trust that if you already know in your heart, maybe you've asked the questions, maybe the solutions, the answers have already come to you, then just trust, even if that feels scary or uncomfortable, or maybe after that you got into your head and started questioning whether that actually is the right thing to do. Trust your intuition, trust your gut, trust your instinct, wherever that feeling from inside of you is coming, trust it. It won't lead you astray, even if it feels scary, even if it means it is that might be a big decision. Maybe you're really like severing something and moving into something completely different, or leaving something big behind, a relationship or a job, or a physical relocation, perhaps it is. Just trust it's just one step at a time, just one step at a time. And until we walk the unmarked trail, we won't really truly ever come and arrive at the destination that is meant for us, where we will find that full purpose, abundance, joy, peace, and all the things that we hope and wish in our hearts and in our desires. Because to follow a well-trodden path, that's okay to some degree. It can only take you so far. And it's always good to use that as a starting point, certainly. But ultimately, each and every one of us, being the unique individuals and humans and bodies of consciousness that we are, no one path can be replicated for another individual. It just can't. At some point, you're going to have to walk off that main trail and find your own path. Carve that out for yourself and trust yourself that you will lead yourself to the right destination. And it's okay if you take detours. It's okay if you get sidetracked a little bit. But what is important and what will help you to ensure that you end up in the right place is that you do these little pauses and check-ins, like, am I on track? Am I on the right route? Have I changed my mind? Because you can change your mind, right? Or allowed to do that as well. And it will happen inevitably anyway. Maybe you wanted to go over there, but then halfway down that path, that route, you decide that actually was more of a ego-driven desire. And now I've been doing this inner work. I realize that's not something that's going to really make me come alive. And I kind of want to be more over here. So you're allowed to change that destination, that end goal as well. But it has to be your own. And most of you who are probably tuning in have watched the Indiana Jones. I love the Indiana Jones movies. And that is the imagery I get when I'm reading this, towards the Holy Grail. In legend, in history, it was the knights. In the movie, of course, it's Indy. And he has to take that step into the abyss. And there's no path in front of him, but he has to take that leap of faith as well into and carve out his own path and find that journey for himself. And it's not until he takes those steps that the path then reveals itself. And you must enter the darkest forest of your soul via a route yet unidentified. There's a real point towards doing that inner deep dark work, which we tend to do more in the winter months. But I think also I mean, it's good practice to always be doing it to some degree. Personally, I love doing it. Um, However, I think because we have just hit that halfway point of the year, the peak of the solar energy, we are all so primed for taking action, for being bold, for being courageous, for making things happen, putting ourselves out there. It's like boom, 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 boom. Like things are happening and it's wonderful and they are of our creation. But if there is still something within us at our core, some wounds that we haven't addressed, have maybe not yet become aware of, or have avoided in the past to um, witness them, this is a good time to allow ourselves to do that work and bring it to the surface so that we can honor them, give gratitude, witness them, acknowledge them, do the healing, heal the wounds, and allow them to dissolve, dissipate, and pass them on, because we need to clear our channel, our energy, because all of this action, all of this doing won't amount to very much if you've got a blockage in your ability to receive the flow of abundance. If you have something at the core of you that is constantly putting up those hurdles, or you could be really, really clear on your vision and it's aligned with your values. You could be doing all the action steps, putting yourself out there in the most authentic way. But if you've got that inner block, which we all do in different areas of our lives, um, then that's going to prevent you from then creating the results and the reality that you desire. So that inner work is unavoidable. And the sooner we begin to do that in whatever way, there's more than one way to do it, then we are sooner able to start to enjoy the fruits of our hard work, of the seeds we've planted, and begin to enjoy the life that we actually want. And I actually, it sounds like I'm plugging all my workshops in this episode, but honestly, from my heart, that actually makes me really think about my Lionsgate Portal workshop that I'm doing on the 8th of the 8th. So that's another one as well here in Leicester. It's just for a sacred 13 women only, very intentionally 13 women only. It's going to be the most magnificent workshop and that I have yet had the honor to put on. And that is the journey I'm going to be taking you through. So I won't give away too much here. There'll be more information on that. By all means, get in contact with me if you want to snap up your place, because spaces are limited. And there is a special gift for the first 5 women who sign up as well. So I'll put some details in the notes. But yeah, pause, breathe. Talked about that, the importance of pausing here. Old solutions may have worked in the past, but you need to get out of character, be outrageous, do something different, do something new. To create new results, we have to behave in a new way, think in a new way, try different things. Your heart has already made up its mind, and your mind will follow. Take only the essential beliefs that you know to be trustworthy under all circumstances. That's why I really thought about the Lionsgate workshop I'm facilitating. It really is going to be focused quite a bit, amongst other things, about letting go of the beliefs that we don't want to carry forward. That's also what the Summer Solstice meditation is about as well. It's like, what are you still carrying forward? Beliefs, what internal dialogue is still going on in your head that doesn't actually serve the results that you desire? So drop them, leave them here, put those bags down. Don't take it forward into the rest of the year, because we're about to go into the harvest season. All the work we've done, we're about to really begin to enjoy and reap the abundance of all of that hard work. But one, it's only going to come if we've done the inner work too. But 2, you want to make sure that you're not obstructing that beautiful flow of abundance because of all this internal dialogue, which is all connected. Okay, that's it from me. Here is the image again. I hope that has served you. Please do check out some of those workshops that I'm facilitating. Please do go and have a listen to the Summer Solstice meditation. It's absolutely free. It's on the main Higher Self Mastery podcast on all platforms. Carve out 20 minutes in the morning, or maybe when you're walking out in nature, or in the evening at some point, just when you're not going to be disturbed. Create 20 minutes for yourself and go and listen to that. I promise you, you will not regret it. And let me know what you think. Have an amazing week, beautiful people, and I will see you next week. Bye.